So, like I said, I've been brewing with a lot of super friends. So we'll start with this one. Um, don't have a concise list yet, but I was real interested in. Sometimes I just browse MTG top 8, and I forgot that they have Karth the Lion in the format. If you're not familiar with Karth the Lion, let's go search him up for you. This is Karth. He's a 4-mana 3/5 legendary human warrior. When it enters or a planeswalker you control dies, you get to look at the top 7 cards of your library. You get a planeswalker card from among them, and then you put the rest on the bottom. And then it says planeswalker's loyalty abilities you activate cost an additional +1. So it makes everything +1, even the minuses, which is pretty hot. This is a commander deck, but there are some very cool things that that works with. If we go to like some modern decks, if you go to like Car Super Friends, here's one from MTG Goldfish. If you play Nissa Vital Force, it starts at 5 loyalty. You can actually alt it like immediately. If you have a Karth down, which is pretty sweet, and then you can just start drawing cards every time you play a land. Now, unfortunately, we don't have Karth, chat. Which made me upset. So, we do have Urza Assembles the Titans. So this is like I played at other brews, but this is like the first like coherent version of Super Friends that I built. 5-mana Saga has read ahead, so you can pick any of the 3 chapters. The first one, Strives 4. If you reveal a walker, you get it into your hand. Next one, dumps a 6-mana walker less onto the field. And then the third chapter lets you double up on abilities for 1 turn. Thought that was pretty sweet. It's 5 mana, so not as good as Karth. Not a creature, which is annoying. However, I've been playing a lot with this package right here. So Delighted Halfling, High Arch, and Oath of Nissa, which I think is pretty dang hot. We have, with the addition of Starting Town, we now have 16 lands, 8 of which have to do with legendary / planeswalkers. So we can basically play 5 colors, no problem. And then we literally have Delighted Halfling and Oath of Nissa, again, which fixes our mana, like, perfectly. And then I was building a couple builds with just Birds of Paradise, but I kind of just like Ignoble Hierarch better because we're basically base black and green with some splashes of red and white here or there. So I'm excited. This package you'll sort of see in every single version that I've done so far. But I think it's mandatory. I think you'll see in some of the other builds I did that having a 1-mana dork on turn 1 leads to some crazy strong plays. And I sort of homogenized this list to a point where you basically want to play a turn 1 dork into a turn 2 3-mana planeswalker every single game. So this one, you'll see, again, a common theme in a lot of these shells that I've brewed so far is Liliana, Kaya, and Ashiok. Grist has been really sweet, at least in this version, because you can sack your 1-drops and blow up a creature or walker, so it's a good card that acts as removal alongside Liliana. But Kaya also snipes 1-mana cards, so playing this on turn 2 and like deleting a Mana Dork or a Guide of Souls has been really strong. Ashiok is just gnarly. Like, a +2 goes to 5 loyalty on turn 2. Pretty good. Steals things, and then sort of strips your opponent hand if you can get there. Red and 6, haven't tested too much. I want to see how it goes. We don't actually have Prismatic Vista or anything to get value, but if we're discarding things to like Liliana, think it could be worth it. But again, playing this on turn 2 to snipe a 1 toughness creature your opponent plays on 1 has been pretty cool as well. Wandering Emperor has additional removal. Chandra just has general utility. Eternal Wanderer, Vraska, Nicol Bolas, which is sweet. And then I'm playing a small Karn board. We don't have a full sideboard for these yet. We're going to start off in best of 1 and see if we can figure out a more complete list. But I've been pretty excited so far. So this was like the first sort of build I did. I'm sorry, chat. Give me 1 sec. Yeah, we're gonna open up some other stuff here too. And then I said, hey, we still have Sorin, so why not just stick to the idea of I want to play a Walker on turn 2, but let's just add Vein Ripper. So then I thought the same thing. We're gonna play the Liliana, Kaya, Ashiok package. We're playing Grist because it's gnarly. And then I just threw in 4 Sorin, 4 Vein Ripper, and then a couple other utility walkers, Last Hope, Voice of Zendikar, and Ashiok. And then I played this for a little bit. This felt like a great combo kind of thing, but then I started realizing I really like Ashiok too. Having double Ashiok to just hose Graveyard was sweet. And then with people playing like Micro Spawn and stuff, being able to counter their search off of Ashiok Dreamrender was really cool. So then, same mana base, I built this earlier today, and I played it, and it was super fun. This is Super Friends Mill. So we're playing Ashiok, and Jace, and we're just trying to mill the opponent out as we control the board with Toxic Deluge, Liliana, and Kaya. Is it good? I don't know. But today, I got to plus Ashiok 9 times. 9 times, chat. I could show you in Discord how many times. And it was so fun. This one, look at this. I milled a Belcher player before they could Belcher me. Actually, they Belchered me like twice. But they only had 6 cards in their library, so it was sweet. And then this is blue-white hammer deck that I faced that Kaya did absolute work in, like removing their outfitters. They couldn't search for anything off of Ashiok, so Stoneforge Mystic got shut down, and I thought seized some hammers and stuff out of their hand. Oh, it was incredible. And this is another version I was playing with Svine's Reclamation, and then I went a little bit bigger with like Verdicts and Minced and Boo. Didn't love it. I did like Tasha a lot, but I wasn't super impressed by that. So this is kind of the same thing where we played a Johnny Sleeper Agent and things like that too, which we might revisit because that card's actually pretty good as a 3-mana walker. But that's where I'm at. So all playing the same sort of 8 mana Dorks plus Oath of Nissa, a rainbow mana base. And at this point, we're just trying to find out what sort of, 1, what walkers we want to play, and then 2, what sort of support do we want to play? Am I just playing, you know, removal, board wipes? Do I want to throw in like Goyfs and stuff and make a mid-range style list that just leans heavier into walkers? I'm not quite sure. But that's what we're here to find out. And then chat, I'm sorry, is no. Is this still working? I think so. Okay, I had to double check that. I didn't know. But that's where we're at. So I think we're just going to play some, we'll start with this version. We're just going to play some games, and then we'll go from there. I don't know what match this is. The last one was match 6 versus, in fact, they didn't do anything. I'm just keeping track of stuff. We're going to keep this hand. This hand's sweet. We're gonna go turn 1. Oh my god. All you play in the best of 1-2 is graveyard shit and Eldrazi. I'm telling you. I don't even know what we're gonna do against these decks. This is a bad time to like brew. Not a bad time to brew, but like test your brews. I have to sneeze, chat. We're gonna play Grist first so that we can make a token so that we have access to creature removal if he decides to jam something. And then next turn we'll probably Voice plus an Oath. Oh no, we don't have another land. We'll probably Oath plus Hierarch then, unless we top deck something. Look at this. Like, I'm trying to play a 3-drop on turn 2, and our opponent's playing a 4-drop on turn 2. Like, oh! We're doing it, chat! Fucking love Ashiok. Do you know how satisfying it was to exile all the Charbelcher players' cards earlier? It was incredible. We're just gonna keep making 1/1s, I guess. Okay. Hey! We milled an insect, chat! That's a first. I forgot Grist is an insect. It's a 1/1. Okay, look at that. We got... But we're just gonna get, like, Ugin, and then we're gonna cry. Or he's about to take command us, which also sucks. Oh, baby! Another fucking Ashiok. Oh, yeah, give me that Flesh Raker, dude. How many creature cards do we have in our graveyard? Not many. Let's just plus. Do we want to speed up our clock, or do you think... let's see if we can find a land off this Oath. That's probably what we should have done last turn. That was my mistake. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. That wasn't a land. Are we just going to keep committing to the board and then cry when he blows us up? Probably. But he doesn't have Ugin mana yet. Let's see if we get K-commanded. We could also play his Micro Spawn if we wanted. Or his Flesh Raker. I don't know. Neither of those really do much for us, but... Yeah, he's gonna ramp into something big. If he K-commands, then he's in big boy territory. I like how... I just imagine when my opponent does that, where they like hover over everything, I just imagine them frantically like freaking out, like, oh my god, insect, noble and hierarch, oh my god, Ashiok. Makes me feel better about myself. Yeah, but even 7 mana Ugin's annoying here. Just to snipe Grist or snipe Ashiok, and then we have to. He would still have a blocker. Plus, he can play something else. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't mind just a Micro Spawn. Unless he follows it up with something. We are a little low on lands, but we're not doing the worst. And then we can land... We can play Kaya, Nissa, or Lily. We might want to play Nissa and -2, actually. And make these all 2/2s. We also have Grist. At removal level. So we might... I don't know if we want to snipe at Micro Spawn, but... Still has, what, 6 mana here? Flesh Raker. Does he have another one? No. Okay. We're going to kill the Flesh Raker. I think. We'll sack a token to do it. We'll snipe this. Do we want a Lily? Or do we want to... What does he have in here? I don't think he has anything relevant here. So I think we just Liliana. We'll dump our Sorin. No, we'll dump our Ashiok. Do we want to get our own Flesh Raker? Or do we just want to keep exiling? What else did he put under here? Anything good? We could also get our own Micro Spawn, but we don't get the trigger. I think I want the Micro Spawn to block. And to have something relevant in case he decides to Ugin us. We still have a colorless thing on the board. But if we get Ugin, I mean, we have 1 land at the moment, chat. We're not probably coming back from that. It's gonna be tough. I saw Aetheriax was playing an Echo of Eternity. He was playing like mono green, or no, green red Echoes of Eternity with Linebreaker, just going to like all in on powering that out. That seemed pretty cool. Could rebuy his. I don't think Null Drifter does a whole lot for him. Devour does. Does he have enough to play Devour? 5, yeah. 8 mana, right? Like we do decent against them during like the early game when we like pick off little things, but like once they hit like K command into once they like enter into mid late off of K command, like it's just so hard. We don't have the tools to like combat that at all. And it's hard that they can spam the board with tokens, so Liliana has a hard time doing anything. Okay, another land off the top's cool. I think maybe we blow up the let's blow up the Raker again. We'll sack the insect. What was the odd? Anything fun? Okay, Grist putting in work here. Do I want to let's Kaya, because I think we have to start winning somehow. I'm hoping he doesn't have Ugin, but we already have. He has 10 cards in exile, and we're getting to a point where Kaya's actually just gonna kill him if we can get it off. So let's just start draining, and we'll see if we can kill him. He was on Val combo at the time. Very good. Are we gonna make a sack? No. Let's force a discard. I think we're gonna get rid of this Sorin. And you know, as soon as I say that, we're gonna draw Vein Ripper next turn. I'm gonna shoot myself. Alright, chat. No Ugin. Devour, I can come back from a Devour, but no Ugin. Fuck! He's playing Devour. No, I think we're okay with that. Is he gonna blow up Grist? He kind of has to, right? Or else I'm just gonna remove it. Takes the Ashiok. Interesting. I'll take that. Hell yeah. If he wants to swing, I'll trade out my Microspawn too. Beautiful. Chat, this is good for us. That's also very good for us. Let's sack this. We'll blow up Devour. Let's play the Ashiok. That way, you know, at least we get around micro spawns. Oh, I guess I should have Kaya'd first. My mistake. We can eat something out of our yard, but I don't really want to. Let's eat a Delighted Halfling. We'll just gain some life here. And then we'll get rid of Nissa. Alright, chat. He's dead to Kaya. At the moment. Devourer of Destiny. Should we hit him with an oops? Hell yeah, chat! Doman for 25! Get wrecked, kiddo! Okay, sorry, that was a little mean. Ugh! Chat, you ever beat Eldrazi with Super Friends? Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. It's what we like to see. Alright, next game. This hand. Sorin nerf when, chat. Huh? Sorin nerf when? Who needs Saint Elenda? Not me, baby. Check out my turn 2 Sorin. We're gonna get Thoughtseize, chat. Or we're gonna get our Delighted Halfling Eaten. Oh, fuck yeah, he's playing green. Hell yeah. Watch this. Hell yeah. Sorin's still good, baby. Let's go. Alright, is he on Eldrazi or is he Devotion? I don't even know. Feels like Devotion. Are we gonna get Kiorid here? Yeah. I just call him like I see him, chat. You guys don't think I call it like I see it, but I do. I call it like I see it. Outcast Trailblazer. That's a good one. Oh, we never even played Battlecrier combo, chat. I do have a Doc Orlock Battlecrier deck up and running. Noble High Art's good. Let's throw High Art into Ashiok. At least we get the Exalted Trader. That puts him on a much faster... Actually, should we blow up Kiora? Chat, do we want to keep him on 5 mana? I kind of do. I kind of want to just smack Kiora here. Let's see if he blocks. He does. Okay. But we get to gain 2. And then we gain 7 off of that. Kill Pat Greenwalker. What a gamer. I have never seen anyone play this card. Has to be what are you buffing? I guess it makes Outcast or Trailblazer trigger on all sorts of other stuff too, right? Yeah, birds. That's cool. I don't know if that is... It's 1 green pip, and there's probably better 3-drops you could play. Oh. Chat, opponent's on some weird-ass build. And for some reason, he doesn't like Ashiok. Why? Is my question. Very nice. We're just going to keep putting counters on this. And swinging for a bajillion. We're just going to hit him. Or try to. Should we get... We're going to get rid of Ashiok. I know he's trying to, but I wonder why. Because he's on Battlecrier combo. But he named green on both his... I'm confused, chat. Watch us get Ugin. Archaea would be nice off the top to blow up his bird and just kill him. Leyline of Abundance. Fanatic. Okay. Chat, opponent's on a weird-ass build. And I'm kind of here for it. He's on like a double Leyline brew. Which I guess that's how he plans on playing Battlecrier. Also, what was the reason for untapping there? Is he gonna swing all 3? Or is he gonna swing at me? I will definitely block there, because I want to get 1 more pump on this Vein Ripper. Also takes him down to 4. He has to block there, so he's going to take another 2. Oh, wait. I can just kill him, right? If I swing Vein Ripper and then sack it. He has to block with birds, and then I dome him for 3. He takes 2 off of the bird. Nice. GG. That was a sweet game. Soren just, like, taking us to victory, no problem there. Riding a Vein Ripper. Not too shabby. Alright. No Vein Ripper, but we do have a turn 2 Kaya or Grist. Opponent is playing turn 1 looting, so if they don't combo us off immediately, this Kaya is going to put in some work, I hope. Oh, chat, we might get comboed immediately. We'll find out here. I'm telling you, though, this fucking Persist Reanimator combo is everywhere in Best of 1, dude. It's disgusting. Good news is, like, we'll see what he does. Okay, it doesn't do anything. That's fan-fucking-tastic for us. Can I play my Kaya? Please? Gaben? Gaben? Gaben! Yes! Let me eat your Conspiracy Unraveler. And your Faithless Looting, please. Thank you. I can't get rid of my cough, chat. Alright. Boys, we actually had a game where turn 2 Kaya is going to do something for us. Maybe. They're probably just going to looting into something else and we're going to cry. But, oh! Chat, we are so fucking good at this game. We're just so good. I don't understand. How is it possible? Who knew? Look at this. We're just going to drop Vein Ripper on the field. Turn 2 Kaya, turn 3 Vein Ripper. This is like this is what you want the deck to do every fucking game. The hard part about these decks too is even if we do get like a Kaya or an Ashiok on turn 2, then they just hang out, right? Like you can see here, he'll probably Scrapyard or excuse me, chat, I'm dying today. Or if they get 4 mana, they can like loot or do something else and then just try and go off from there. Jumbo Cactuar? Opponent, I love it. I love it, opponent. Except, I will kill it. I am sorry. But I am going to kill your Jumbo Cactus. Wow, we got like the perfect trifecta of walkers. Those are some fantastic draws for us. Very good, very good. Ignore my voice crack that just happened. We're gonna maul this hand. We're gonna keep this one though. We're gonna get rid of second Ashiok. Turn 1, nothing. Beautiful. Can land a halfling to fight our way through counter spells. We'll see what opts on. Have you guys seen like you guys know that Landlord Navigator? Fuck yeah, dude. What the hell are you doing over here? Let me just Ashiok you. I love Landlord Navigator, but let me see what you're running here. A little affinity action? Hell yeah, dude. You guys see that like TikTok or whatever? It's like pushing P. Yes, I am pushing powder down my musket so I may smite another op. I've been quoting that a lot. And that was a very bad impression of it. What you got for me, Mr. Affinity Man? Are we gonna get emissaried here? See the Synod, Interlacer. I had a dude crack an Interlacer on like 2 the other day. Okay, emissary's fine. He gets to make... Oh, swinging there. He does get to make a bird. End of turn, which is kind of annoying. We might just have to... we'll see. Besieju is nice, chat. And we can cast it off of... whatever. Well, now we can't because the game hates me. Let's plus this on his Magpie, so he can't get an additional card, and then let's exile. Emery, Landlord. Pass. Alright, we'd love to find a Toxic Deluge. I think if he swings with the Navigator, we'll trade out with him. Does Emery let you cast Emissary for its warp cost? Can you do that? That's pretty good if you can. Why is he swinging with Magpie? We don't know. I'm going to trade out his Navigator. He plays Thought Monitor, draw some cards, which is fine with us. He no longer gets a Magpie. Is he gonna... Surprising he did not settle there. Let's just snipe his Interlacer. He's gonna get cards anyway, so it doesn't matter that much for us. How many cards he got in here? Not enough. Anything relevant? We can snag our own Emery, but I think we're just gonna keep plussing. Tameo, that's fine. Let's plus on Thought Monitor this time. Still looking for a Toxic Deluge. Did we see a counterspell from him? Why can I not? Are all his... Oh, they're all under here. You have to click that. We did see Dismissal. Oh, hello? Game? Game? Okay. He warps that. Plays Interlacer. Plays Amber. Copper Cannoneer. That hurts. It's a slow start for us. Plus, we only got 2 walkers. But I think this, without Toxic Deluge, this deck has a real tough time against aggro. Which makes me think we want to get rid of those Thoughtseize and just play a couple other pieces of interaction. Probably Blackblade based. Deluge off the top, we would have to do for 8. Take us down to 7. But we do not get a Deluge off the top. Let's mill and draw. Chat, we're so fucking good at this game. Chat, we're so good at this game. Hit him with a nice. Saves us like 1 turn. But what a play by Plum, huh? Ooh, Corey Steelcutter. You love to see it. How many cards? Chat, he only has 21 cards left. Springleaf Drum. So we could kill our Jace, maybe? I don't know if we're going to get there. 19 cards. We can cast this and mill him for 15. Plus... Let's see if he swings at us. Oh! Chat, is he dead? So we go minus, mill him for 9. Mill him for another 3. Play this. Full cost. Mill him for 15. Does he have a way to shuffle anything back? Am I the greatest, chat? Am I the greatest? Am I the greatest Magic player you've ever seen in your life? The top deck Deluge into the mill out? The top deck Toxic Deluge into the full Ashiok Jace mill out against Affinity. Incredible. You seen it here first, folks. You seen it here first. Oh my god, that was... Oh my god. Amazing. No? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Turn 2 halfling. Of course we're against Eldrazi, because why wouldn't we be? Semblance Anvil? Fuck me. That's not what we want to see, chat. I think we have to Inquisition him. Fuck me. We're gonna get both of these out. Take to besiege you. It's a very good draw for us. And we can even... Do we play it off everything next turn? Yeah, because we'll have a legend. Is this off legendary creatures or legendary... Oh, legendary creatures. Never mind. So the question is, does he want to jam Karn first, or... We could force a discard off the Lily, too. We put him in an awkward spot, which is nice. Okay, he just goes for the Monument, which is beautiful. So, let's Starting Town into Lily. Plus, make him discard that. We'll get rid of, let's get rid of our Jace. And then we'll play our bird. And then hopefully this Lily plus Ashiok can get us doing something. We just want him to not have, like, the ring here. It's good for us. Let's besiege you the Monument. Doesn't have a land. Well, Ashiok. Let's force a discard. There's still a lot he can do here. But... Okay. Got rid of Plat Angel. Good for us. And he's just chilling. So we want... There's a lot we don't want him to have. Lose the flip. Fuck. We tried our best. He knows he's just going to keep things in hand, so we're going to just keep plussing. Get that out of his hand. Ugin was a good. He has access to what? 5 mana? Other Ugin is good. We might just have to... We'll see how much we can go off. If we can wait another turn. For Lily alt. Or if we should just do it next turn. And split his lands in half. He can't search from Ashiok, so... Ooh, it's another good draw, too. I hope he just sacks that in response. And we got rid of the ring. Awesome. We're just gonna alt. We'll split up his lands. Like 1, 1. He can have 4 mana or Semblance Anvil +1. Whatever. I think we're fine there. There was another variation of this deck that I wanted to play Green Sun Zenith for the... what is it? There's a 3 mana landfall proliferate creature that I think could be pretty good. Golden Saucer. Won the flip. Swing for 1, baby. Alright, no ring, please. Well, even if he gets a ring, he only has 3 mana. Mind Stone? Sure. You can crack that if you want. Another Liliana is great for us. I think we got this one sealed up here, chat. Opponent has 33 cards left in library. So still plenty of time to get something, but I'm feeling confident. We hit another ring and another Ugin. I will say the gold saucer's doing work for him. He's won a lot of flips so far. Hedron Archive's good. Taps him out for a second. That's good as well. Are we playing 2 Besieger or just 1? Just 1. Okay. Good to know. Did we hit anything off of this? No. Yeah, we'll just plus. Oh, fuck yeah. You're telling me I'm going to play Nulamog? We're going to mill him. I don't think I care about his Inventor's Fair if he top decks it. He is in Ugin territory, right? He's got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's a chance we eat an Ugin. If we eat an Ugin, we eat an Ugin. You know. We deserve it. Okay, he didn't get an Ugin, chat. We did find a Kaya, which is cute in a lot of ways. He has nothing in his graveyard. We could snipe his treasures. But we'll probably just plus since he has we'll submit 0. We'll swing for 1. $14 cards left in library, chat. I don't even know what we've exiled. A lot. And next turn we get to alt Lily. So we're just really crossing our fingers for shitty top decks on his end. Wow. Dude's making so many treasures. Alright, what do you got? Something relevant. Come on. Alright, even better. 2, 4, 3. Alright, it doesn't matter. We'll seal the deal here. He's only got 13 cards left. We'll mill for 4. Okay, GG. Chat, we beat the combo deck somehow. Don't ask how, but we did. Alright. Let's go next one, baby. Turn 2 Jace, turn 2 Lily. Opponent's on a Maul? Heck yeah. Opponent's on another Maul? Heck yeah. Are we on the play? I don't think so. I wasn't paying attention. Oh! Chat, we're on the play? Maybe they're minion in the Mighty. We can make them sack it right away and be really funny. No, they're not. They're on Elvish Mystic, though. I like that. Make them sack their Mystic. Will they miss their Mystic? The worlds may never know. We can do a lot here. Frenzied Baloth! Fuck yeah! I love these mono green players we're running into. Love me a Frenzied Baloth. Alright, let's play a little Jace action, huh? Give that boy a little -3, -0. Drop another little halfling here. Are we gonna? You think we're gonna get questing beasted this turn? Or soon? Probably. 3 mana Kiora. Is this the same guy we played earlier? It might be. It'd be funny if it was. Alright, we're just gonna keep that thing at bay. And then we're just gonna play Ashiok. And start just milling our opponent. His besiege you. No point in attacking. We have a Toxic Deluge as backup. 4 mana Questing Beast. Oh, Fanatic Erodness. Do we just wipe the board here? Let's... Do we want to get that last card out of his hands? I think that's more important, right? We're going to discard our Kaya and hold on to the Deluge. And then we'll jam this And then we'll mill him. Nice. All right, we're sitting pretty, chat. We are sitting pretty. Land off the top from opponent. Beautiful. We're doing great. Still might be worth it for us to... Ooh, Oath of Nissa. Ashiok. Hell yeah, chat. Give me your cards, baby. Oh, he's playing Gaia's Blessing. He thought it could save him. He thought it could save him, chat. Let's make him sack a creature. I hope he sacks the Fanatic. Yeah, and then we'll exile it. Wow, he's on a very wonky Devotion build, too. Another land? Chat, you can't chalk it up any better. Second Oath of Nissa? Alright, he's at 36. We're gonna discard the Deluge. Gonna mill him. Oh, he does have Ugin, chat. Good to know. Well, not anymore. We ate it, but he did have an Ugin. And a Garuk. How many cards he got? 29. So next turn, he is dead. Unless he has something crazy. Unless he has an Ugin right here. Oh, no. He only has 7 mana. Nice! Chat, we're so good at this game. We're doing great. Oh, every time we get to the winning end, it's always tough. You know? Maybe they'll just concede to us out of sheer spite. Opponent concede. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay, yeah, we'll take this. They have this little robot man, which makes me feel like they're on Affinity. But we have turn 2, Kaya, Lily, everything. And they're on Sprawl. Okay, good for us. I like that. Ooh, okay. Chat, we have the quadruple, quintet, hexadecimal, triple threat, duo, dynamic, bada boom, bada bing, you know? Let me just hit you with one of these real quick. Let me hit you with a little wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, sack your Flesh Raker. Am I right? We'll see if we get Micro Spawn next turn. It's gonna feel bad. Ah! Chat! Chat, he doesn't like when we remove his Flesh Raker. We've done it, folks. We've done it. We have made it to Mythic, playing nothing but Super Friends. From Diamond onwards. Opponent couldn't take the turn 2 Lily. We did it, folks. We've done it. We've done it. What was our win rate? Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm logging in. Don't steal my information. Please hold. Chat, did I solve the best of 1 metagame? Okay, is this gonna work now that I, whoops. Can I see my own profile? Okay. Chat, don't look at all my other stuff. Don't look at my other profile stuff. I'm not good at this game. Oh! Chat! We went 21-10 with that deck? So overall, we were 31-13. The Assemble the Friends version was much worse, obviously. And that was after that. Oh, I guess we played those too. So, chat, we just absolutely clobbered people. Incredible. All right, I'll stop this recording, but there it is. We did it. We made to Mythic with Super Friends. So stat-wise, we just absolutely destroyed the ladder. Don't look at my other decks because they're very bad. But the original version we did with Assemble Titans, not good. I went 7-8 overall. But between the other two versions, the one with Sorin and Vein Ripper, and then the one that focused on the mill aspect, going for 4 Ashiok Dream Render plus the other one, that's a 70% win rate over 44 games, which is, I'm sorry, yeah, 44 games. So very impressive. You can see the other variation we did. We were 6-3 with the very original 5-color rough draft I did here. 2-2 on the other one, so not great. But the idea of just playing a walker on turn 2 every single game, I think we're at that sort of point where we have a critical mass of being able to kind of negate your opponent's turn 1 and then have that walker good enough to stick around and still carry the game on its back for the rest, if that makes sense. So like in this version, right, if your opponent is, say, playing whatever mono red and they go turn 1 Swift Spear, we now have access to Kaya plus Lily or a Sorin on turn 2 to either make a 6/5 blocker, exile their Swift Spear, make them sack their Swift Spear, or, I mean, you also have Liliana the Last Hope to, you know, protect yourself. Nissa, protect yourself. Ashiok usually doesn't die turn 2 because it pumps up to 5. Grist isn't the same thing because you can't minus right away. Unless Grist is also, you know, removal if we played him off a turn 1 Hierarch or Halfling. So I guess this counts too, right? And then suddenly, okay, your opponent's play is drawn, and now you have a permanent on the board that can provide you additional value for the rest of the game, or they have to focus on removing it. So this package of 2 Mana Dorks plus Oath combined with Beacon, Plaza, Starting Town, and I think we played Mana Confluence in every variation. Like, there's not a single time where you stumble, which is incredible. Like, you can turn 1... Or, I'm sorry, you can, like, turn 2 Ashiok and then turn 3 play Nissa, Voice of Zendikar, and it doesn't even matter that you don't have double green because you're just able to cast all 5 colors pretty quick. So, I'm not entirely sure which one is better. We ran into a lot of combo, so I think the mill variation that we played probably feels a little bit better. This is what we took to actual Mythic. But I think that also comes from the fact that we're playing a little bit of interaction. So we're just keeping that core of Lily, Kaya, Ashiok. But Dream Render Ashiok is just gnarly, especially with all the people running Val combo. I think we lost to that a couple times anyways. But, like, it was relevant where, like, they can no longer Green Sun Zenith. You saw it against Adventurers Fair where our opponents couldn't sack to go search up the ring or something. Shuts down Microspawn because they can no longer search for the land if Ashiok's out. So even against some of the more fast-paced decks or sort of boogeymans, like, they still have relevancy. Dream Render especially, because it just shuts down random things by itself. Super Friends Mill, I don't really think you need the Thoughtseize and the Inquisition. I feel like you might just be better off, like, splashing into something else to back up your Toxic Deluge. And I don't know if that's, like, Divine Intervention, or, what is that card called? Divine Purge? Maybe Temporary Lockdown. Like, because after usually you get to 3 lands and you're good to go for the rest of the game. So if you can just turn 2 Walker and then turn 3, you don't really need your Mana Dorks. But if we play Divine Purge, then we can, like, replay Oath of Nissas later on. For that, you might have to rework the mana a little bit. Bird, Confluence, Starting Town is only 12 sources for double white, which is a little tough. I don't know if you're playing it on turn 3 every game, but you probably want access to it on turn 3. But Between those two builds and then even some of the other ones we were playing, the Assemble of Friends build obviously wasn't as good. It's just too clunky, too slow. I would have loved Renin 6 to work because having another way to play a Walker on turn 2 that doesn't require a Mana Dork on turn 1 feels great. But I think just not... Like, the only way we're getting lands in the yard is if we're discarding to Lily or milling them to Grist. So I think this is just not being used enough. It's not sort of worth the slot in the deck. There's like Jace, the other ones, but I kind of liked what we were doing first. So either way, Sorin with Vein Ripper or going all in on a mill-based plan, I think they're both viable options. Sorin's probably just the better one in practice, just because you can close out games a little quicker. But I like that with the mill version, like Ashiok's hard to kill through combat if you land him early, and Jace can protect your other walkers with his +1. Now, there are other things that I've tried that we haven't tested today, like Dovinbon was surprisingly Hand of Control, not Dovinbon. But this guy was surprisingly good against a lot of decks, and he's played in some Legacy versions I was looking at. So I might respout a couple variations of this. Respout's not the right, but reboot a couple variations where maybe we drop the Inquisitions of Thoughtseize, we mess with some numbers, we play Dovin, and then we maybe do a split with like Divine Purge plus Toxic Deluge with Dovin to like tax your opponent to slow him down enough where we can land those consistently. But Wizards, please unnerf Teferi. I don't really want to play against Teferi, but I want to play Teferi, and Teferi would be bonkers in this deck. That's a gnarly turn 2 play. But either way, what do we prove today? I don't know. You can get to Mythic with a ham sandwich. That's kind of what we prove every time. But turns out that Sorin into a Vein Ripper isn't only like the only good way to mess with a Planeswalker on turn 2. Ashiok's good enough. Kaya seems good enough. Liliana's definitely good enough. So I'm very happy with how these perform, and I'm quite excited to mess even more. I don't think I've reached the peak build. I want to do a full sideboard and things like that too, and maybe take this into some best of 3. But for now, I'm happy. 96% Mythic, which is higher than I thought based on our usual win percentage, and 70% win rate over 44 games. So not too shabby, chat. Not too shabby at all. But thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.